Yeah, okay. Good morning, everyone. So today we will have a module or RPS entitled Narrative and Descriptive Writing. So in this RPS atau rencana pembelajaran, we have learning outcome. Yes, so the course description-nya. This course provides the student with theoretical and practical knowledge on writing narrative and descriptive essays in English. First, the student will be introduced to the general structure of essays in English, and then student will practice writing one narrative and one descriptive essay on a topic of their interest. And then I will go further to the course learning outcomes. So after completing this course, student will be able to explain elements of narrative and descriptive essays, and then write a simple narrative and descriptive essays in English with familiar subject in the field of interest. And then for meeting 1 up to 4, we have introduction to the course, yeah, and then how to make essay structure and element, and then we talk about coherence and cohesion. And then for the meeting 5, you can start. So the writing process, students are able to explain the steps in making academic writing. And then meeting 6 up to 10, student write narrative essay by explaining the characteristic of narrative essay. And then select and relevant personal experience as the topic for narrative essay. And then the next point is to generate and organize ideas of narrative essay, and then develop a narrative essay draft based on the outline. And so on, yeah. And then meeting 11 up to 15, we have a writing descriptive essay. And then meeting 16, we have class reflection. And for the assessment method, we will use class participation. So to maximize the learning opportunity in this course, students not only required to be present for all class session, but they have to complete all necessary tasks, yeah, and also interact with peers, and then doing some exercises. And of course, we have process writing. So the student will compose narrative and descriptive essay in a series of writing process. And for the summary, assessment summary, we have assessment tasks, yeah, class participation through all of the semester, 10%, exercises group or individually, weeks 2, 4, 6, and 11, 20%, writing task 1, narrative essay. It is individual project, yeah, week 10, 35%, and writing task 2, descriptive essay, individually, week 11, week 15, yeah, 35%. So the total 100%. And this is the resource. Kemarin kita menggunakan Successful College Writing and some supplementary sources. Okay, now I will give you the ini ya. So we have a definition of essay. There are some overview. So in this overview, we have what is an essay, why do people write essays, how are essays and paragraphs similar, and then how are essays and paragraphs different, and what are the types of essays. So the definition of essay. An essay is a collection of paragraphs that present fact, opinion, and ideas on a topic. This is based on Falls et al. 2010. And then an essay can be as short as 3 or 4 paragraphs, or as long as 10 or more type pages that include many paragraphs. And then why do people write essays? First is writing an essay as an assignment, and then the second function is taking a writing test, and the next function, writing articles in magazines or other publications. So how are essay and paragraph similar? So because they both discuss one topic, kemarin ya, use similar organizational elements, and then having supporting and concluding paragraphs or essays, having supporting and concluding sentences or paragraphs, and have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. This is the definition of paragraph. So paragraph is a group of sentences about a single topic. An essay is a group of paragraphs written about a single topic and a central main idea. How are essays and paragraphs different? In this case, paragraph has topic that is very specific, and then paragraph has sentences or a group of sentences, and then paragraph often between 5 to 10 sentences long, but it can be longer or shorter depending on the topic. Meanwhile, an essay topic must cover a wider scope, and then essay is a group of paragraphs and essay at least consists of 3 paragraphs. And then next, in the paragraph, usually the first sentence is the topic sentence, and then the main idea in the topic sentence is supported or explained by its following sentences. But in essay, it has a thesis statement and constructed from introduction, body, paragraphs, and conclusion. This is the structure of paragraph and essay. So in this diagram, paragraph has topic sentence, and then it has supporting 1, support B and C. I mean, there are some supporting sentences, and then the last structure is concluding sentence. So in additional note, there is the body is the longest part of the essay and can contain as many paragraphs as necessary to support the controlling ideas of your thesis statement. So if we look at essay, we have introduction, consists of general statement and thesis statement, and then the body consists of topic sentence, some topic sentences, yeah, and then the last part is conclusion. Is actually it is restatement or summary of the main points, or we can say final comment. So this is the structure of paragraph versus an essay. About the major types of essay, we have narrative, tell your reader the story, and then expository, explain what you are talking about. And then the next type is descriptive essay, to create a picture by words, and argumentative essay, to make the audience agree with you. Okay, so what are the types of essay? If the first one is narrative essay, so narrative is a genre that requires the student to tell a story. These essays are often anecdotal, experiential, and personal, allowing students to express themselves in a creative and quiet, often moving ways. And then descriptive is a genre of essay that asks the student to describe something. It can be object, person, place, experience, emotion, situation, and etc. And the goal of descriptive essay is to paint an image that is vivid and moving in the mind of the reader. The next type is expository. So expository is a genre of essay that requires the student to investigate an idea, evaluate evidence, expound on the idea. This can be accomplished through comparison and contrast, divination, example, the analysis of cause and effect, and etc. And then the last type is argumentative essay. I'm sorry. So argumentative essay is a genre of writing that requires the student to investigate a topic and then collect, generate, and evaluate evidence and establish a position on the topic in a concise manner. So this is we have getting the ideas how to generate ideas. First, we can use brainstorming, and then the second one we can use pre-writing or listing, and then the next way is make concept mapping or mapping. So we ask student to make concept mapping, mind mapping seperti itu, and then asking 5 WS consists of who, where, when, what, and why. And then next, how to generate idea is reading good writings. It can be in the form of book or periodicals. And then you can generate ideas by looking at your life story. And then the last step atau way to generate idea is to go to generic essay topic. Okay, this is the source that we use. We have reference such as Grid Writing 2 and so on. And for the assignments, this will be present by group 1. So read Successful College Writing Chapter 12 on page 229, and then read College Writing Chapter 8 on page 56, and do some exercises on the book. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Okay, how about group 1? Are you ready for the presentation?